Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. As we can see, the price of Bitcoin has managed to reach the first price objective from this descending broadening wedge. The question here is, will the price of Bitcoin continue after some consolidation here like this, or is it going to turn into a fake out like this? What to expect next? I am going to show you where the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading in the medium short term in the upcoming days. So please watch this video till the end, and also before jumping into the content, destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet. So in a smaller time frame, yesterday we talked about this descending broadening wedge where we found out if the price managed to break out of this key line of resistance from the descending broadening wedge, we are going to continue this uptrend, and in this case 17,400 17,500 is going to be looked as our potential upcoming target. And exactly after reaching around this 17,400 area, we found resistance, and now we want to find out whether this trend continuation is going to happen or in which trend duration the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading. For that, what I'm going to do, I am going to show you this one scenario here now for our time frame, because according to this symmetrical triangle, we broke the key line of resistance. Yes guys, this upper line area from this symmetrical triangle was rejecting the price again and again, but in our case the price managed to flip that into support, and since then we are clearly in an uptrend. If this symmetrical triangle scenario is going to play out, then our price target from this top till the bottom line is going to be around 18 to 19,000 range. So that's why I showed you yesterday between 18 to 19,000 is where we could be heading if the price manages to find support above 17,000 area. But we are aware guys, the price of Bitcoin has just managed to reach the target, the first price objective from this descending broadening wedge. Maybe the impulsive movement here for the medium short term could be exhausted. Why? Because if you simply take this Fibonacci extension line from this low till this high, you can see the price of Bitcoin got rejection exactly guys, exactly after reaching around this 0.5 Fibonacci line. This 0.5 Fibonacci line around 17,420 rejected the price, because that was also the target from this descending broadening wedge. Now what we want the price of Bitcoin to do is to show some consolidation but remain above 17,000 and again continue this uptrend towards this 100% Fibonacci extension line, because if we manage to come across this 100% extension line, then we will be entering the 18,000 price range. So we know 18 to 19,000, between that range is where we want the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated. So that's why in the medium short term, what we want the price of Bitcoin to do now is to find support above 17,000 area, because as long as we remain above 17,000, this is going to be a continuation pattern between 18 to 19,000 range. And yesterday on my video, many were asking me, hey Anup, you were bearish 2 days ago and now you are talking about some bullish scenario. What is that? Guys, please watch the video till the end, because I have been very clear about these scenarios. This impulsive movement between 18 to 19,000 is the final relief rally type of scenario what we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show before continuing this downtrend, because in a bigger picture we are still looking very weak, because the price is still clearly in a downtrend, and we have said the price of Bitcoin could approach between 10 to 12,000, consolidate around that area for months before starting a new market phase. So please keep this in mind. Not just only this one here, even if you look at this daily scenario, yesterday we talked about this right angle broadening wedge formation. According to the right angle broadening wedge formation, the price has managed to flip the previous temporary resistance line into proper support, and as soon as the price flipped that into support, we are starting with this impulsive movement. So in the medium short term, I have showed you 17,000 is where we want the price of Bitcoin to remain. If we remain above the 17,000, then according to this right angle broadening wedge, this 18 to 19,000 is looked as our potential upcoming target for Bitcoin. So even with this right angle broadening wedge, our price objective is still open, which is between 18 to 19,000. Not just only the right angle broadening wedge, even this inverse head and shoulder formation is indicating, since the price has managed to break the neckline and also managed to flip that into support, this is an indication that we could continue this uptrend towards 18 to 19,000 before choosing an actual trend direction. And if you guys have been following me for a while, we even have talked about this VCPR, which was actually indicating the price has a probability getting gravitated towards the CPR line, which right now is a VCPR line, before choosing a trend direction. And this was also a sign why I showed you in the medium short term the price could see some impulsive movement, but it does not change the overall market structure. I mean, in a bigger time frame, the market still looks very weak. This could be a temporary rally before price again starts breaking here to the downside. Not just only this, guys, even if we look at this here in a weekly time frame. Now, before we talk about this descending channel formation, just a friendly reminder: if you haven't destroyed that like button, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then do it right now. But if you want to support me even further, then a comment would be much appreciated, because you know a like and a comment is going to boost the algorithm of the channel and also boost the motivation for me to create content like this in a daily basis. Now, if you look at this here in a weekly time frame, you can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin here in a weekly is clearly showing this continuation here like this: lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern type of scenario. But what I want you to understand, since the price of Bitcoin, right, since the price of Bitcoin is still inside this descending channel, we want the price in the medium short term to break out of this central line. Yes, this central line in a weekly time frame is also a line which could be acting as a resistance around 17,400, 17,500 range, and we just found out that is also the 0.5 Fibonacci resistance line and also the target from this descending broadening wedge. So what we want the price of Bitcoin to do right now is to flip that into support, 17,400, 17,500. If we do that, then there is a very high probability for this trend to continue here to the upside towards 18 to 19,000 range, the upper line which has rejected the price in the past price action. So that's why if the price of Bitcoin is going to show another rally here to the upside before breaking here to the downside like this towards 10 to 12,000 range, then we want the price to break the resistance here in the medium short term around 17,400, 17,500. And if we do flip that into support, then we are expecting the trend to continue towards 18 to 19,000 before showing another movement here like this. Not just only this, guys, even if we look at this weekly scenario, as I've been very clear, according to this weekly, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated towards the next area of confluence before again starting a new market phase, because we have lost a very important support line between 19 to 20,000 range, and now since the price is below it, this continuation could be happening towards the next area of confluence, and that is between 10 to 12,000. We are expecting the price of Bitcoin to approach around this area, but for the medium short term, what is this also indicating? If the price of Bitcoin is going to get gravitated towards this key line one more time, then you can see, guys, this here, the lower line which previously acted as support, could be retested, and that is also between 18 to 19,000 range. So that's why this 18 to 19,000 would make a lot of sense before price chooses an actual trend direction, because if we manage to flip that also into support, then this could be an actual reversal. But as long as we are going to remain above this key line of resistance, any sort of impulsive movement is going to be looked as a fake out, and after that we are expecting the price slowly to head towards the next area of confluence, and in that case around 10 to 12,000 before starting an actual market phase. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching it for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.